Lamelo Ball, one of the top freshmen in the nation. You're widely considered one of the best players in the 2019 class. It's rare for a freshman to have that label.
With the Ball situation, it became so much about personality, and it was larger than life. But then we started to discuss, and in a lot of ways, they started to move like the other two guys were already in the league, but they weren't. So when you send them overseas to play against older guys, they're not necessarily as dominant as you want them to be. They don't have the results that you felt they should have.
2 years ago, Lamelo Ball was a sophomore in high school, ranked as a top 10 player in his class, and arguably the best point guard of any player his age in the entire country. Fast forward 2 years, and Lamelo was just offered his first and only college scholarship offer, with just 5 months left in his high school career, to a small D1 college. In fact, Lamelo Ball isn't even the best player on his own team. Things didn't go quite as well as we once may have thought. But why? If you take a second to look past all the antics, the headlines, the GOAT, his father LeVar, it's pretty obvious that Lamelo Ball is a solid D1 prospect. Matter of fact, scratch that. Lamelo Ball, a 6'7" lengthy court general, isn't just a potential D1 hooper. He's one of the best players in his entire class. Right? When you look at the whole picture, his potential, his incredible growth this year both in stature and athleticism, this seems like a no-brainer. But just to be sure, let's take a closer look at Melo. Why and where his decline began, and if it's too late for him to recover from this steep fall-off in the eyes of the public, the media, and recruiters. By now, it seems like Lamelo has been in the spotlight for what seems like years. And that's because, well, it has been years. In the early months of 2016, we got our first glimpse at Lamelo Ball, way back when he was a 14-year-old freshman starting on the best high school basketball team in the country in Chino Hills. To be fair, the cameras were only there because of Lonzo, but the icing on the cake was watching this young, twitchy 5'8" freshman ball out on some of the best teams in California. At the time, there were rumors floating around that Melo would end up being the best of the three brothers. His father said it, Lonzo said it, and to no one's surprise, Lamelo himself said it. But honestly, if you watch these old highlights, that wouldn't surprise you too much. He played the game like he was born with a basketball in his hand. He could slow the game down and speed it back up virtually at will. As a 14-year-old kid playing varsity basketball, he was on the same wavelength as his brothers, one of them being 4 years older than him and 1 year away from the NBA. Simply put, he passed the eye test, and the talk of potential was more than just hype. It was completely legit. Everyone speculated that he would become one of the best high school players in the country, and that never quite